Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be looking at comprehensions. So in the previous videos, we have looked at data structures like lists, the dictionaries and other sequence of data. So comprehension is basically a way of writing code which generates a sequence of numbers that can be stored in these kind of data structures, right? So for example, if I want to store, let's say, the first 10 numbers in the natural numbers, right? So I don't need to have a loop or something, so I can write this in one single line, right? So that makes your code really efficient and fast. Let's take a problem statement. So let's say the problem statement that I've explained before, that we need to create a list with the first 10 numbers, first 10 natural numbers as the values in the list. So what we do is first we need to learn the syntax for the comprehension, right? So syntax would be, let's say if you are doing a list, so the list will always be represented by this open and close square brackets, right? So any value in the index in the list, let's say the value is x, right? So if you want to insert a sequence of values, we need to define what the values will look like, right? So x, right? X would be the value for x in range of 5. So this is a simple comprehension that generates the numbers from 0 to 4, right? So the range of 5, we have already seen in the for loop what the range function is. So it starts from 0 and goes till n minus 1, where n is being the argument that is given inside the brackets. So x for x in range of this would give us the value 0 to 4 inside the list, right? So we'll check that out in the program now. I will save this. So let's say my list will be we're looking for 10 values. So the first 10, so x for x in range of and inside my range function I will come from 1 to 10. Yeah, so now my list should contain 1 to 10, and I will print my list so that we can observe the output. I will save this, I will clear the output and I'll run it. Yes, we have 1 to 9, and yeah, range is, since the last number will not be included, I will give 11 here. So now our output should be perfect. Yeah, it's perfect, 1 to 10, right? So instead of going through a loop of values, so a single comprehension like this is able to give us a list of values, and we can use that we can store it in a list and use that later in the further programs. Yeah, so this actually is a way to make your coding a lot more faster and easier and more efficient. So now we have created a list from nothing, right? So how can this be used to modify the list? Yes, we can use that, and modify the list would be my list equals to, let's say x, and I want to change the numbers to x plus 3, right? X plus 3 for x in my list. Right, so what I'm basically doing is I'm taking all the values that are there inside this list and I'm adding 3 to them, and I will print it. Print my list. So since I already have an output here, I will comment this out so we have a clean and proper output. I will clear this. I'm running it, and yes, as you can see, it starts from 4 and ends at 13, which means 1 plus 3 is 4, 2 plus 3 is 5, and so on until 10 plus 3 is 13. Yeah, so this is how you all modify an already existing list also, so that also can be done. And next thing we'll be looking at is dictionaries, right? So we know dictionary, let's say my dictionary is equal to, and dictionaries are always represented as curly braces, curly parentheses open and closed, and it always has a key and a value, right? So my key would be my variable, and my value would be var plus 5, let's say, right? So for var in my variable should be in the range of, let's say, or let me use this example to illustrate one more additional feature here. So for var in, and here I can either give a range or I can give my list as well. So I already have a my list here, right? So I will print this my dictionary, and I will comment this out. We don't need this now, right? So what I'm basically doing is I'm taking all the values from my list and I'm creating a dictionary that has the key as the values in the my list, and the my value for that key will be value plus 5, right? So when I run this, I have 4, 10, and 7, 8, 9, 10 until 13. So that is my list values, and the values for that particular keys would be value plus 5, right? So 4 plus 5 is 9, 5 plus 5 is 10, 11, 12, so on till 18, right? So now we also are able to use this comprehension inside a dictionary. So I have explained how to use the comprehension to create a list, right? So you obviously know how to create a dictionary as well. So instead of my list here, so you can give it give a range, or probably another list of values. That is what I've done here, right? And you can modify an already existing list as well. Okay, so these are the applications of comprehensions, and I hope you understood. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.